Not going anywhere. Hello.
Hi.
Thank you guys very much for joining us tonight. And we are going to go ahead and get started because we are talking tonight about skincare. So we want to give you some fresh springtime information about skincare. So here in Florida, it's already summer. It's 85 degrees. It's sweaty. It's hot first thing in the morning. So um, let's talk about why it's important to have clean skincare. And we'll try to talk a little bit. Some of you still have winter conditions out there, kind of make it a springtime mode for you. But what's Young Living have with skincare and why is it important? That's what we're going to be talking about tonight. So here's something you need to think about. How clean is your body? Because your skin is a reflection of what you do to yourself. So what that means is your liver clean? Is your gut clean? Is your lymph system clean? That's all very, very important. So when we talk about skincare, it's not just what you put on your skin. You want to think a lot about what you're putting into your body, everywhere, your entire body, what you're eating and anywhere on your body. That's important because a lot of toxic chemicals come into our bodies and they clog our system up and it shows in our skin. So if we want to have this happy, healthy skin, we have to make sure that our bodies are as detoxed, as clean as possible. And that's where Young Living comes in. It's not just the skincare products, but think about everything that you do, everything you put on your body. It's really, really important that it be clean. And that's why this is such an important thing. This is important that we keep our bodies as clean as possible. Think about our liver, our kidneys, that we stay hydrated. If we want to have happy springtime skin, all of that is very, very important. So I'm going to talk about a few things, turn this over to some others who want to contribute something, but let's just get started. I wanted to do this with you all because we had a class on skincare 7 months ago, and that might be the last time that I masked. So I already washed my face, which probably have to do again, but I'm going to go ahead and I figured let's just talk about these clean products. If any of you have these products and you want to go ahead and do it with me, I am going to be a little bit of a mess here because I am going to be taking care of my skin. So going to look kind of terrible, but let me go ahead and do this. How many of you use the charcoal mask? Anybody out here use this charcoal mask? Tell me about it, Rochelle. I can't see what I'm doing, so I'm sure I look really.
So I love the charcoal mask because I've always been a longtime fan of Princess Marcella Borghese volcanic mud. And I worked at department store for a few years, and that was my favorite. I just loved it. I used different types of masks, but that was premium. And so when I joined Young Living and started learning about their products, that was one of the first things that I got. So I really love that. And you're being so wonderfully light-handed, but I lather it on, you know.
Okay.
And so yeah, it actually does what it needs to do without drying everything up. And so the mask, as I dug a little deeper and I thought, oh wow, so some of the oils are, lavender, peppermint, patchouli, lemon, and rosemary verbenien, which I didn't know. I didn't even know that was, an oil. So, and one of the things I learned about the peppermint is that just as an oil, it actually, like copaiba, it enhances the effects of the other oils, but it also produces a cooling sensation and it invigorates and helps the nerve regeneration. So I just love that. And it's something I never thought about. I don't know what the other, charcoal masks have that in them, but that's one of the things, oils, and I just love that. That was just awesome. So yeah, and then of course patchouli and lavender, sedative, very calming. Patchouli is really great for UV protection, um, for tissue regeneration, things that I learned when I started digging a little deeper for this class. I was like, oh, I didn't know that. I just loved it because of the way it felt. And then I dug a little deeper. I was like, wow, that's incredible. Got an awesome tube of volcanic ashes I'm going to use.
It is beautiful because of the charcoal and the ash that's in here. So hope you guys don't mind what I look like tonight, but I'm taking this skincare class opportunity to mask my face because I never take the time to do it. So you're going to be looking at me a little strange tonight. I've got some crazy colors coming at you. So masking. How often should we mask? Anybody? How often should we mask?
Once a week?
Well, this says, I'm reading this. I was going to say twice a week, but it says 1 to 3 times a week. So once every 3 months is not really good for your face. So thank you guys, the rest of you who popped on when I was masking my face. I couldn't see what was happening at all. Okay, so we're talking about spring skincare. That's what's happening tonight, in case you just joined us. But we're happy to have all of you with us, and feel free just to contribute whatever you want to as we go along with spring skincare. So I'm going to tell you about a few beautiful oils for your skin. So you might think about, first of all, though, I did have some graphics and I wanted to talk, we started talking before I started masking here about how important it is what you put on your skin, because it's going straight into your bloodstream in 26 seconds. What you put on your body anywhere is going straight into your bloodstream. So if it happens to be toxic, you are going to have toxic results. Just to think about this, 80% of the cancers around us today are not from genetics. 20% are genetics, nothing we can do. We're going to get it. 80% we have control over what is going into our system, what we're breathing in, what we're putting on us. So toxic chemicals are something we need to kick to the curb. We want to make sure we have as few as possible in our lives. So let me go ahead and show you some of the graphics that I have for you tonight. And let's see what we don't want on in our bodies, on our skin. Let me go ahead and show you this graphic. Hopefully you guys can see it there. So think about, what is this saying? This is saying some of the toxic ingredients in skincare products. That's why if you stick with Young Living, you don't have to worry. You're not going to get any of these issues, health issues in your system. And that's why I love buying on my monthly order, to make sure that I have these good, clean products. So these are in a lot of products that you might buy from somewhere else. Parabens, they disrupt your hormones. Petrochemicals are known to cause cancer. Phthalates disrupt your hormones. All these nanoparticles go straight into your bloodstream. So think about what is in your products. And here's something just to make it really, really simple. If you went and you were buying some food, a lot of people are very concerned about their health. So when they go to buy a food product, they read the label. So now what do you do when you buy your skincare products or your lotions? Do you stop? Do you read the label? That would be really, really important. If you want to have the best health possible, go ahead and read your labels and think about, what are you putting on your body? That's just something I wanted to share with you guys. And here's another, something to think about, because we have a lot of toxins. And imagine this, that mothers have been known. Can you guys see that?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
That mothers have been known to transmit these toxic substances to their babies. So they're in our systems. We just want to, we can't avoid them all. But if you're buying skincare products, you know, your skin is the largest organ on your body, in your body. It is your largest organ. So it's absorbing 26 seconds after you put something on you, it's in you. And you know, there's even patches. You have patches for pain. that medicine goes into your bloodstream. And that's why they have medicines that you do like that. So when it's on your skin, it's in your skin. So my mask, I'm not worried about it because I know it's all good products. It's not going to do me any damage. Okay, so let's start from the beginning with some of Young Living's beautiful skin products. And feel free, if you're using some of these products, you love them, you have questions about them as we go. This is going to be a very relaxed class, as you can see with my beautiful face here, that we're just going to have some fun tonight. So starting off, we have the Bloom collection. Do you guys know what the Bloom collection is? Who is this for? What does Bloom do? What is the point of Bloom? Anybody have any ideas? Why is Bloom a whole collection that Young Living has? Bloom is for brightening. This is the brightening lotion, and all of these skincare lines have several products, but there's just a few of them that I use. So these are the ones I'm going to tell you guys about. So there's the Bloom collection. This is a brightening collection. This is something that if your skin is kind of sallow, dull, you might want to think about Bloom. Bloom is a fairly new collection that Young Living has. Then we have the Balance collection. Balance is mostly for the younger crowd. As you can see, I have some of these here and I've used them. I use the cleanser, but Balance is for your younger folks. All of these have essential oils in the products, and they are great for your skin, for your system, not to cause anything toxic to happen. Now we're going to get into the line that I use. It's really for the over 40-year-old crowd. And this is the Art collection. This has orchids in it. It is so, so, so beautiful. So this is mostly what I use, the Art collection. As you can see, this one's about had its day. It's in my shower, because if I don't put the products in my shower, I just grab whatever's close by. But I have this in here to wash my face with. And do any of you use any of those products? Any of the Art collection?
No.
Well, anybody over 40 should really be thinking about the Art collection, because that's the one designed for us. And it's just, it makes your skin feel absolutely amazing. But what I'm going to tell you about now, before we get into the collection a little bit deeper, are some essential oils that you might want to, if you're going to do DIY products, which essential oils might you use for this perky springtime skin? Let's start with an oil that you all might not even know about. How many of you know Davana? Anybody know Davana?
How do you spell it?
Davana. Davana. So this will be an oil for younger skin. Davana is doesn't smell beautiful out of the bottle, but it smells different on everyone. It's one of the few oils that actually has a different scent when it mixes with your body's chemistry. But this is for teenagers. This would be an oil if somebody's having issues, Davana. So what oils do you all like to use in your skincare products? If you're going to do a DIY, go ahead and tell me, what's the main oil you think about for skincare?
Beauty Boost.
Okay, that's a product, but what about just an essential oil? No, right now, we're just going to talk for a few minutes. Go ahead, Jackie.
Frankincense and lavender.
Yeah. So frankincense is absolutely amazing. Frankincense is for everybody. It's a balancing oil. It helps reduce the appearance of fine lines. We get fine lines after about 35. So frankincense is good for everyone. Young, in between, and those over 40. But and you said lavender? Is that the other one you said? Yeah. Lavender and cedarwood are also two oils that are good. Oops, sorry, here goes my balloons. They're also good for everyone. Lavender and cedarwood. So if you don't know which oil to use, you're safe with lavender and cedarwood. If you already have some kind of a skin product you want to finish up before you get these beautiful Young Living products, grab some lavender and cedarwood and put it in there. You can just mix it in. They're really, really beautiful. So Palmarosa, do you guys know about Palmarosa? Anybody know about Palmarosa? Let me see if I can see you all. Go ahead, Lisa.
And I apologize, I'm on my phone tonight. My thing didn't work. Yeah, I have a bottle and I've been using it, and somebody told me they put it on their neck, and it helps with it again, it's another treatment that over time, the little fine lines that you're getting on your neck, it's supposed to help diminish those and on the face, but I usually have a base cream and then I put the oils in the base cream. I like a really pure base cream. But it's another real good one.
Absolutely. And what it actually is known to do is the balancing oil. So that's why it's good if you have oily skin, dry skin. It's hydrating. That's probably why it'd be really, really good for the neck. And it helps with glow. So that is Palmarosa. What about tea tree? Who would use tea tree oil? Young, middle-aged, older? What do you think? Who would use tea tree? Let me see if I see the rest of you. Any guesses out there?
I was gonna say I'm probably younger.
Yes.
It maybe kills those little bacteria that it helps kind of purify the skin, maybe.
Yeah.
If you have bad skin.
Yeah. So what if tea tree oil is a little too hard, because it's a strong oil, super strong. And maybe you've tried it on your younger skin and it's not. So think about if you have teenagers, if you have grandkids, kids that tea tree is a really good one. But if that's too strong, here's another one that can take its place, purification, because it's a blend. So purification for the young bunch. Okay, so here is an idea of how many of you all have rose oil? That is the ultimate skin oil. Anybody have rose oil out there? I can't see everybody at the same time. Anybody have rose oil? Ooh, Rochelle, tell us about rose.
No, she's not. Oh my goodness gracious. Claudia's joining us from Peru.
Go ahead and tell us about rose oil. Thanks.
So rose oil is this high frequency, beautifully aroma essential oil. And I don't use my rose oil. I mean, I have a half a bottle left. And I've used it to make a couple different things, but I don't use it for my face because I don't. I save it.
Well, here's the thing. If you save it too long, it'll evaporate and be gone. So use it. Use it on your skin. And here's a recipe for you. If you're middle-aged to younger, let me go ahead and give it to you. I don't have a graphic for you. So if you want to write it down, 10 drops Davana, 10 drops frankincense, 10 drops Blue Tansy, 10 drops Palmarosa, 10 drops tea tree, 10 drops purification, and 10 drops of rose oil. When you mix all those oils together, let it sit. And then after 24 hours, go and add your carrier oil. That's a lot of oils in there. We have like 50 drops of oil. So we would make this a 15 ml. Put your carrier oil and use it on your face. It will be amazing. So especially for more of the younger bunch. If we're a little bit older, leave out the tea tree, leave out the purification, use all of those that I mentioned and add ylang-ylang and cedarwood instead. So there's a serum that you can make for yourself for some beautiful, beautiful springtime skin.
Can you go through that list just one more time?
Okay, for the older or the younger bunch?
Older.
Okay, the
I'm
older
sorry.
bunch, Davana, Blue Tansy, Palmarosa, rose oil, cedarwood, and if you want to do, well, that's the 5, but you might even throw in some lavender. Yeah. So just mix them all together. I can just feel that on my face already. Beautiful, isn't it? So moving on, I want to turn this over to someone and I am gonna de-mask my face. So Rochelle, go ahead. What do you got for us?
I wanted to share something very quickly, Lisa. Just let me. So Jacqueline's daughter, I'll just put her name out there, Atala. She's the bomb, but she ordered Essential Beauty Serum. Has anyone ever heard of it or used it? Essential Beauty Serum? Yes, Miss Claudia. So she was struggling with, if I'm correct, Jacqueline, was it dry skin? Okay. And so I read to her about the Essential Beauty Serum. And basically, it's blue cypress, lavender, and those oils are known for their ability to restore the skin's natural moisture balance. And she raves about that serum. She raves about it. She said she had tried many, many different things. And I don't have that as an issue, but I wanted to share that with anyone who has been struggling with, having skin, issues where the balance of moisture. Oh, look, Lisa. And so Lisa, what they did is they changed the name. It was called Dry Skin Serum or something like that, and they changed it to Essential Beauty Serum. So Lisa, can you share what, your experience with that?
Well, and again, I try to look and see if the formulation was changed, because I did get the dry skin serum and it was like probably one of the last bottles, because right after I got it, Sue was looking on, she goes, she couldn't see it. So I think they changed it. Again, I put when you mention the different ingredients in it, it is super good. All I can say is that I put it in a very neutral, and it's kind of a base that I get. It's like you can make your own base, and whip it up in the food processor, but put this in it. I put a few more drops of a couple other things, like I said, the Palmarosa, and that's what I'm using. And I'll tell you, my neck is not as crepey looking. When I said the Palmarosa, I kind of put that on, but yeah, it's a super power, but they have changed the name. So that I don't know if they've changed too much of the formulation. I couldn't compare, but they're similar. And if you have a cream that you like, you can add that to it and it will just make it even more powerful.
And I also have an experience with that when we had to move out of the house for a couple of days, I took that with me, and that's like the only serum I had with me. So I used it, and it's more of a dry texture than some of the things that you would use, but it was beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful on your skin.
Yeah, it's not super oily. Yeah.
Well, absolutely beautiful. All right, moving on. How does it look? Do I look masked after 3 months? I finally mask. Yay. So what do you
It looks radiant and dewy.
does
looks
it?
fresh.
Good.
Yeah.
So what do you do after you mask? What do you guys do after you mask?
Well, I was gonna talk about that wolfberry, but sometimes it depends on when you mask. If you're going to bed, there's one thing, and then if you're just doing your day. But I do know that the masking, you shouldn't do more than like 2, because it overstimulates your skin if you do it more than 3 times a week. So maybe like a couple times.
Well, how about a toner? So
Toner?
this is my Bloom Brightening Essence. You notice that I'm not in one particular category of Young Living skincare products, but why not brighten my face is what I figure. So here we go. Just a little tiny bit on a pad, and let's do it. And what this is good for, what I found, is I'm not the best at making sure I got all the mask off my face. So this makes sure that I get the mask off, and it also helps to close your pores. So you've got them nice and clean now. So let's keep them closed. I wish Sue were here. Sue's not here, huh? She could give me tips on how I'm doing all the way I'm supposed to be moving on my skin wrong. She can help us up. Yeah, I know. Gravity pulls us down. We have to go up. Okay. So see, I didn't get all the mask off.
Mm.
Is a good reason to use your toner or your brightening essence after you go ahead and mask. All right, let's move on here. How many of you all have Inner Beauty Collagen? What is it and why is it important?
I just ordered it.
Have you used it before, Lisa?
I'm basically going to replace my Vitals collagen that I got at Costco, which is good. I put it a little bit in my coffee in the morning. Okay, or tea. You can put it in a lot of different things, but it's going to help with the inner part. And I know the insides are important to how you look on the outside. It's really,
Yeah.
yeah.
Did the one you had before have any flavor to it?
No, I don't like the flavor. I just like no flavor. I'm a coffee's its own flavor to me, and
Yeah.
you really can't. It's good.
So that is one benefit to Young Living's Inner Beauty Collagen. Another benefit, it's made from marine collagen, type 1 collagen. Most collagens you purchase are going to be type 2 collagen, which is great for your cartilage, but not for your skin. So in case you don't know what this looks like, here we go. This is our powder. And this is amazing because it absorbs better into your cells than any other collagen you would ever buy. It stimulates your skin cells. Did Pam pop on? Pam can go on and on about this. She tells me, she preaches to me about Inner Beauty Collagen and how important this is for your skin. Here's some things in here: hyaluronic acid, vitamin C, and zinc that help you absorb it. Ceramides from Japanese peaches are in there. What else is in there? Prebiotic fiber is in there to keep your gut healthy. It's just an amazing product. So how long do you think you'd have to take this before you're going to notice a difference? How long would you have to take this? What do you say, Rochelle?
7 days?
A little bit
8
more.
hours?
A little bit, a little bit more. It's in your system right away. What do you say, Lisa?
I just know it makes a nice frothy cream on the top of your coffee. And I think, yeah, like she said, things take a little, within a week. I had a lot of compliments on my skin, looked a little more perky. But again, it works in the overall, the whole body. Your collagen's good for your connectors, everything.
Yep. So the Young Living says 20 days. They say in 20 days, you'll definitely see improvement, but because we're all a little bit different, in 2 months, absolutely, you'll see a difference. There we go with the balloons again. Sorry about that. So here's something they suggest. How many of you all take turmeric? How many take the turmeric
Oh,
or drink the turmeric?
hate it.
You are not a
Oh.
supplement person, Mary Lee.
Love
Turmeric,
turmeric.
huh?
I love it.
I love it.
I just take a tablet. I don't necessarily do.
So Young Living's turmeric, you absorb so well into your system. If you're a turmeric person, this was a suggestion from Young Living themselves. Mix your Inner Beauty Collagen and your turmeric together for a beautiful drink any time of day that you want it.
I do. It also has a rose oil in it.
Beautiful, huh? Nice.
Good.
Yeah. Okay, so thinking about what are the benefits of having these clean products in your skin? We talked about how so many products that you're going to buy with other skincare lines have ingredients that have been proven to cause cancer. So we don't want that. We're not going to have that. So not only do we have that, but what if your hormones are messed up from these hormone-like results you get from these toxic products? What happens? Anybody know if your hormones are all off balance? How would you feel? Go ahead, Rochelle. What were you going to say?
No, let Claudia, please.
Oh, go ahead.
It's a big endocrine disruptor. So a lot of people, emotionally, you will hear them talk about anxiety, about stress, about being unable to sleep. They have weight issues, and an endocrine disruptor is just no joke. They're very sluggish. So when I scan people for the first time and I see endocrine disruptors, that's one of the first questions I ask. What's your body wash? What's your perfume? And they're like, oh, yes, I get it. So I can smell an endocrine disruptor far, far away, and it takes a while to regulate your hormones. That does not happen overnight.
Absolutely. And a lot of people even get migraines. That's a thing that I hear about when their endocrine system is off, your head can kill you. So that's just something to think about. Another reason to make sure that you don't have these toxic products in your skincare products. And like we talked about, make sure you read the label. You want to make sure that you're reading the labels, because if something you have has a fragrance in it or perfume, that's just a cover for whatever they want to put in there that's toxic. They don't have to reveal it because of trade secrets. And so if you see fragrance or perfume, that's something you want to make sure you ditch. Just ditch it very, very quickly. Let's see what else I wanted to tell you guys about tonight. I think that's it for the basics. Go ahead.
I wanted to congratulate Lisa. She made Senior Star.
Woohoo! Way to go, Lisa.
So just your teaching and everything, it's been very effective, your enthusiasm and your knowledge. And I am in Peru right now. And sometimes I think I overpack on the Young Living. And let me tell you, there's no such thing. I didn't bring enough soap. And so I bought soap, and fragrance soap is very cheap. So in third world countries, the fragrance soap, that's a big, massive no-no. It's everywhere here. So when you wash with Young Living soaps, or you do the body wash, and you could do it as cheap as you want if you're on a budget, but you'll see a difference with your skin. You'll see a difference with how you shave. You'll see a difference. I mean, I should take before and after of my legs right now, because I only have this much body wash and I'm still going to be here for quite some time. So my husband's like, order some. So if I get a sign up in Peru this week, I'm going to see what I can do about getting more soaps.
Here's another thing you might think about too. In Tanzania, people made their own soaps and they didn't put fragrance in it. So maybe you could find some natural soap that was made without it.
Some Peruvian, I think that there's some really good natural. Are you in Lima?
No, I'm not. So if I was in Lima, if I was in a populated area, it would be easier. I'm in Trujillo. And I'm mostly with the friends, which is awesome, but I don't know my way. This is not Lima at all.
Okay.
So it's not, I want to go, I'm hoping to, it's on my bucket list to go to Machu Picchu. So you're right. If I was in those areas, the food is not processed, much natural food, but the soap and the beauty stuff. And I've been remarked a lot of people have been remarking on my skin that are in my age group, because using things that are not clean, if the air in a city is not clean, it shows up on your face.
And my daughter-in-law's sister and her husband, Christine and Dave, they used to circuit overseer in Lima, but they lived in Machu Picchu. In fact, they go up there all the time. She learned the language. She's amazing. This is my daughter-in-law's sister. And when I talked to her about it, she said that they have really dug deep into the earthy stuff there. And she said it's really easy to get acclimated, and the stuff you lose locally, it's all, like you said, if it's natural, depending on where it's derived, is the best for you in that climate too.
Yep. And I believe that. So it's just, I'm not near that. I'm not near that at this time. The city that I'm in, the pollution is very, very high. The windows are kept open. There's a lot of dust in. So, but they see them natural with the food.
Yeah, she doesn't, but that's what.
Go ahead.
That's where they are. That's where they're serving. So,
and they're beautiful.
I just wanted to show this graphic to you all. We talked about inner beauty collagen. Here's a little graphic if you want some more details on it itself. So moving on, what if you want to make your own serum, but you're considering your skin type? Everybody has a different skin type, so you might think of a different carrier oil, or even the oils that you yourself would be using. So here is an idea of some carrier oils and what they do. If you want to take a screenshot of that, that'll give you some ideas of what different carrier oils can do for your face and which ones would be right for you. So some really popular ones, grapeseed oil goes with everything. Some of them that I use grapeseed oil. I also use sweet almond oil. That is something that's really, really nice. Rose hip seed oil. So those are just some ideas, and the benefits are there and which skin type. So if you want to go ahead and get a screenshot of that, you can check it out later. Think about your skin type and what you would want. And I have another graphic that's talking about different skin types and carrier oils. Let me go ahead and show that to you before we move on. And then I want to share something really special with you guys. So here's an idea. If you have normal skin, dry skin, sensitive skin, mature skin, just some ideas for different carrier oils when you make your serums that you want to use. Okay, are we ready? Now, this is my favorite homemade serum. Everybody ready? Can you handle it? This is Blue Tansy Serum. And this is what happens when you used Blue Tansy Serum. I even put it under my eyes. I put this one everywhere. Don't forget the neck. What you do to your face, you should do to your neck. So how do I look? I don't have my glasses.
Beautiful.
I can't really see. This smells absolutely amazing. And you definitely want to make yourself some of this. If you don't have Blue Tansy for your skin is the best. And this is the funnest part about the Blue Tansy Serum. You just rub it in and the blue should be gone. Hopefully the blue's gone. Is the blue gone?
No.
I'm hoping it is. But this Blue Tansy Serum is absolutely amazing. And now, guys, I've got my face all cleaned up and moisturized. But what would I suggest let me go ahead and show you how you can make this yourself. If you want to make the Blue Tansy Serum, go ahead and get a screenshot of the recipe there. That is an idea for your Blue Tansy Serum if you want to go ahead and make one of your own. Anybody do this? We've talked about this before, the Blue Tansy Serum. Anybody have Blue Tansy?
Yep.
Anybody
Yep.
else have one of these? Lisa? Or the Blue Tansy oil, so you could do it if you took a few minutes. It's awesome. Absolutely awesome. This is an oil you definitely want to put on your monthly order. This has geranium in it. This has copaiba in it. This has a dropper of CBD in it. It's just a really beautiful serum. So hopefully you guys will try that one out. That is just something I love. You have it with you, huh, Claudia? Do you want to blue your face for us?
I can't because I'm going to go out and party. So I can't go out
Okay.
blue. But I use it before bed. And I want to tell you something about the Blue Tansy. Blue Tansy is good to clean out the lymphatic system, your blood, and anger issues. So diluted, it makes it a little bit more doable. It helps those pricey oils last a long time. So I didn't have the recipe you had. Mine's a little bit different, but it's blue. It's the Blue Monster one, and I love it.
Yeah. No,
And this is easy to travel with because I was paranoid. Do you know what I mean? When you make your own roller balls, it's just easier to travel anywhere.
absolutely. So what did I not talk about? Mary Lee, what is your favorite skincare product that Young Living has? Tell us.
Beauty Boost.
Tell us about the Beauty Boost.
I don't do it every day.
But why do you like it?
At first it looks very oily, but I noticed that after about 10 minutes, it just blends right in. And I don't, like I worked on the roof yesterday. I was up on the roof and I had all the dirt coming. I was sweeping and sweeping. And I don't wash my face all the time because I hate it. But anyway.
But tell us.
Wait a minute.
Put
I'm
that
so
on at
sorry.
work.
He's good for business.
Listen, But then you said up on the roof, so I'm just, I'm jealous. That's what I am.
Wait a minute, I wasn't on the roof. I was in the eaves of the roof and I had to pressure clean and I had to
Don't
sweep the,
sell
and I was
yourself
sweeping
short,
the roof
Natalie.
with
Wait,
the
Oh
but
my
no,
broom.
hold on. We're trying to learn about the Beauty Boost. Why do you like it?
It works.
Okay. All right. So here it is, CBD Beauty Boost. This is a super special product. You've heard how many things my mother-in-law really doesn't like. So she loves this. Now you know, you know how special this is. And when
You
you get, go ahead.
Dust, was you saying the dust was on her face and did you shower after? I mean, what was the significance of the dust on the face?
It feels good, like you worked hard and it's there.
But she needed some recovery. Obviously, she needed recovery with CBD Beauty. So when you get this, wait, let me see. Can you see all the different lines? There's different lines. I don't really know why there's so many different lines, because when you go to that bottom line, that's all you need for one application at night. This is something I use every other night. I'll use my glow serum. I use my CBD Beauty Boost. That's how I use it. There is a whole huge, beautiful rose oil in this particular. So why is CBD part of a skincare system? Anybody know? Why is CBD part of skincare system? Go ahead, Claudia.
It's one of the best beauty secrets ever. CBD helps with inflammation. It helps with cleansing. It helps with regeneration. And your skin knows what to do with CBD. So I can't travel with CBD because I'm always nervous about what's going to happen, but I put it in here.
Nice.
So it's just one of the, if you look on the market, the demand for the CBD, what it does for skin, it skyrockets, and it's a selling point that people are using at this time.
And
Did I miss something?
oh, I was just going to talk about the origin of it. When CBD oil first started making its appearance in the United States, it was for skincare, anti-aging. That is what they were studying, CBD, and now it becomes the solution for all these other things. But CBD oil was first and foremost for skincare. So this is great stuff. If you don't have it, you absolutely need to think about it. So that's basically what I have for you guys. I mean, I could go on, but let me go ahead and turn it over to Lisa, because I think she wanted to share something about this wolfberry eye cream.
I didn't know if it was part of the skincare, but I do definitely think when you're talking about the eye, it's almost like a whole different palette that we're dealing with. And what I really wanted to bring out, and I thought this was pretty interesting, all those ingredients that you're talking about. So this the wolfberry, it's $53. You can put it on your loyalty, and that's all you need. If you're just doing 50 a month, that's it. If you're doing 100, get 2 of them or something else. But I'm going to read this, and this is why it's so powerful. And I do put it, they say, you don't want to get it in your eye. It's gentle enough. It's amazing that sometimes you put cream on, you feel it in your eye and it starts burning, and you put it around the eye bone. But you can also, I do put it on my lids. I put it in the whole eye area. Don't get it in your eyeball. But sandalwood, it's got sandalwood, alfalfa seed extract. I'm reading all the olive oil, lavender oil, olive fruit oil, not olive oil, it's called olive, Roman chamomile, oswala, which is our frankincense, geranium. It's got a bergamot peel. It's got yingling. We're talking wolfberry seed oil, avocado, koi nut, which I know is excellent for, especially I've had some in the eye area. It's very gentle around that area. We're talking about our sweet almond carrier, a jojoba oil carrier, these mango seed butter. And then we go into some other things, and it's so packed with things that I just thought, wow. It is a shea butter base. It's got a little bit of that in there. Cucumber seed extract, horse chestnut, green tea. It lists other things. I'm trying to separate all the clinical names from it. But the wheat protein, that's also, it's got a wheat protein in it. So if you have a wheat problem, maybe not that one. But if you've never tried it, try it on your eyes. It makes your eyes just look perky, no creasing, no the eye area is so, as we're getting older too, it does deal with the wrinkles and so forth. But I'm just thinking, I tend to get my eye area very dry, and by using this, it's just wonderful. I mean, I almost want to use it on my whole face, and you probably could, but because it's a small little bottle, if you needed something to focus on your eyes for a while, it's just loaded with really good oils in there that are expensive and good. So that's something to try if you want something separate for your eyes.
Well, thank you. And having said that, I think it's time for me to do my eyes, huh? Here's mine.
I was gonna say we need to put eye, and it is, by the way, fine lines and wrinkles, minimizes the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. And it is an anti-aging skin conditioning properties in it. And it also has got some water-based, soluble for delicate skin. There's a lot of oils in there, though. I was looking, but you want to be careful with the eye area, because again, those little white things, those little muses form. If a lot of the bad eye creams will form those little white things around here, doesn't do that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thanks. So, Rochelle, did you have something else you wanted to share with us? Thank you, Lisa, very much. That was very great to hear.
No.
Okay, Heather, is there something you wanted to share with us?
So I haven't got to try any of the products. So that's why I was feeling like I always make my own stuff. And so that's why I was like, okay, I didn't feel very up on this class, but I love hearing about it because eventually I'd like to try some of them. But for now, we're making a lot of our own stuff.
So what are you making? Tell us.
Well, for right now, I have a lot of just fragrance free. Like I research products to make sure that I'm using stuff that's okay, and haven't got to make that many things myself, but I have like a list of things that I'm like, there's some stuff I'm experimenting with, like micellar water is one of those things I usually use to take off my makeup. And so I'm trying really hard to make one. It's almost there. When I get it, when I get it down, I'll share it. But I don't want to share an okay recipe. I want it to be really good.
Okay.
But no, a lot of my skin stuff is not really beauty. It doesn't seem like it fits in this category. So,
well, think about it, coconut oil, coconut oil with lavender and cedarwood, because you probably have those to remove your makeup. It's just an idea out there.
Yeah, so I'm gonna keep trying things and then I'll fill you in.
Perfect. Anybody have any questions for us? Feel free to ask, but I did have one more graphic. We're talking about spring, somewhere between too hot and too cold, but this is just a little spring graphic that I thought I would share with you all. Some different little ideas for spring, not necessarily skincare, but it's a spring graphic. So go ahead and put that up there. All right, girls. Thank you very much.
I have a question right quick.
Go ahead, Jackie.
I'm hearing so many of the friends say that they're not coming to the meeting on Zoom because of the pollen in the air, and they're dealing with all of the allergies. So what would be a good oil to introduce them to for that?
Lemon, lavender, and peppermint. That combo, or
All together.
Yeah, those three work together
Right.
for seasonal issues. And then there's one called seasonal essentials, something like that. And that one is already.
Oh, sorry. RC too.
Yeah, RC. Nice.
So the one thing that I will say, Jacqueline, is like in our area, that lemon and lavender peppermint, it really can be very harsh here. And so one of the things that happened like this morning, my eye, it got red and it was a little watery, but it's the lemon that does the cleansing. The lavender will calm and soothe your central nervous system, and the peppermint opens everything up. When you do it where you apply it, use the Vitality line, put a drop or two on your tongue of each. and then you do the diffuser, and you will make it, because for the last 2 years straight in the valley where we are and it gets windy, oh my goodness gracious, that has saved me many a day. And I watch people walking around me, they just look miserable. I really feel bad for them. But yeah, and I talk about, well, what do you use? I use essential oils, and I probably sound crazy, but that little combination right there, it
Mhm.
makes all the difference in the world.
Because if you notice in Rio Vista, it is really bad. I mean, my car is
Yeah,
covered with pollen right now.
yeah,
It's dirty with pollen and it's bad,
right.
but a lot of the friends are not coming out. Even when I was doing metropolitan witnessing, there was one area where a tree I mean, it showers the area with the pollen,
Yeah,
and friends can't stand there. So
yeah.
I want to know, when ask them, have you ever used essential oils? I want to know where to go from there. So
Yep,
I have to get those little samples so I can introduce it to them.
perfect. And we
Claudia,
have
Oh,
February. Yeah.
this one was the first one developed by the company RC.
RC.
The only thing, I'm going to say it was developed, it stands for respiratory control.
Mm-hmm.
Expensive. It's not super expensive. This is a 15 milliliter bottle.
Right.
I wanted to just, again, they're all for different things, but it has more of the cypress, spruce, the 3 types of eucalyptus oils in it. And it's
yep.
the initial stand for respiratory care, excuse me, not control, respiratory care, as this oil may provide a refreshing breathing experience. That doesn't necessarily mean it will help with the pollens are going to be there no matter, but it might, like if they diffuse at home. But I understand the pollens, you can't really get rid of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was reading a writing by Gary Young, and he said one of the first blends that he put together was the RC. So yeah, so I was reading that and I said, okay, I'm gonna have to just get it together and
Perfect.
order some and let the friends try it.
Thank you. So thank
Go
you.
ahead, Claudia. Claudia, I'm sorry, Claudia keeps raising her hand.
Oh, I can't see you. Sorry. Go ahead.
I was just thinking, if you focus on 2 of the basic bundles, one is Make a Shift. And of course, my favorite bundle is the Premium Starter Kit. But the Premium Starter Kit, the reason I'm mentioning those 2 kits is because respiratory issues need a diffuser. And I can't overemphasize that enough. Everything that you're saying about the oils is absolutely true. But if you don't take control of the air quality in your room, like my room right here, all the windows are open. There's no air conditioning in the city. I mean, I'm sure some people have, but I have my diffuser. My diffuser is running, and it's running 24/7 in a 3rd world country, because it's not just pollen here, it's dust. And so if you diffuse, lemon, peppermint, and lavender will never break the bank, never. And if they get the Premium Starter Kit, Raven is the mother load. It's RC's big ugly sister. You know what I mean? So as long as you remember that, and you
Right.
could share that, because people that have respiratory issues, if you share the lemon, peppermint, and lavender combo, they'll get the kit. They'll get either the Premium Starter Kit or Make a Shift kit. And I think that's very important in getting a singular oil, because people will be drawn and they will see what affects their respiratory system for themselves.
Sounds good.
Yep.
Okay, I will get on it.
And
So
it's 20% off. So I mean, even dropping, say, something, I have something for your allergies, and just know April, it's 20% off. That's a big savings for someone who's just starting.
Right, it is. Thanks. Sounds good.
we used to, that's crazy, huh? When you have the windows open and the dust comes in, I know exactly what you're talking about, but we could go like this and you could see the dust on our faces by the end of the day, just walking.
I knew you would be able to relate. I was like, I wish I had Chris here so he could tell me what to do, because it's messing up my clothes too.
No, you can't do anything. That's just life in the fast lane. But anyway, enjoy if you can. Thank you guys very much for coming. Next week, we're going to talk about the freebies. And if Claudia wants to share something else about her trip, we'd love to hear it now.
Sometimes you're hesitant about sharing because, like I said, this is a 3rd world country. But everyone in this town, when they get to see me, because they've seen me from the videos, they want to discuss oils. They want to discuss the quality. They want to discuss the difference. So I'm seeing a dentist down here. She's a beautiful dentist. So if you guys have any questions about dental work, I have never been treated like this by a dentist. And she's a fabulous, fabulous person. She is one of our sisters. She's awesome. But she has been asking me nonstop questions, and I have friends circling. And so we're going to do a facial tonight. I didn't know that the class tonight was on facials. I'm so sorry. I was like, yay. And I brought little samples because when you live, like Chris knows, when you live and you're surrounded by dust, that can also aid you. The sun is strong. The dust is powerful. So, don't hold back sometimes when you think, oh, this is too expensive for this region, because people will purchase and extend everything you guys talked about. You can extend it. It doesn't have to, you could, if you're on a certain budget, you can make it last. Like even Heather talks about making things, that's what you do. That's what you do to save money, is you make things. So that's what I'm going to be focusing on. And I'll keep you guys focused, I'll keep you guys informed. But, don't hesitate and say, oh, I think Young Living is too. I think living with allergies is expensive. I think having health issues is expensive. I think, knowing alternatives, it's so nice to let people see that they have choices.
Absolutely. I will tell you that, I didn't have Young Living when our first year living in the dust, and I had like a cold for a year. I felt it just like went crazy for an entire year. And then I got used to it, I think. But at least you'll be home before a year goes by. And you're in a better place with your diffuser. All right, girls, I think I'm going to say good night and have a beautiful evening. Thanks for joining us. See you next week.
Night.
Bye. Thank you. Great job,
Congratulations.
Chris.
Congratulations.
Bye.